I had always trusted her, perhaps foolishly. But that night, everything shifted. I drove past the downtown bars, the clubs, searching for the familiar glint of her presence. And there she was, laughing with another man, leaning against him as if my existence didn't matter. Every gesture, every tilt of her head, every laugh she shared with him was a silent declaration. I was invisible, irrelevant. The betrayal cut deeper than I could have imagined. I wanted to storm in, to yell, to rip the truth out of her by force. But instead, I held back, choosing silence as my weapon. I followed her movements from a distance, cataloging every smile, every touch, every whispered word. She wasn't just flirting. She was performing, showing off, savoring the thrill of deception. And I, a quiet observer, let the scene unfold like a slow-motion nightmare. Her audacity made my pulse race, but not with rage. No, it was with anticipation. I had been planning my response for months, waiting for a moment like this. And tonight, it had arrived. When dawn approached, I knew the evening wasn't over for her, but it was over for us. I returned home before she did, ensuring I was ready for her arrival. The house smelled faintly of the coffee I had brewed hours earlier, but the warmth of normalcy was gone. When the front door finally opened, I was waiting, silent, standing in the shadows. She expected welcome, forgiveness, perhaps playful teasing. Instead, she found the door locked, the keys missing, and a note. "Tonight, you face the consequences." Her laughter from the night before evaporated instantly. Confusion, fear, and disbelief painted her face in the first moments, quickly followed by panic. She pounded on the door, her heels clicking against the porch, calling my name. The audacity of the night she had spent unraveling our trust collided violently with the reality I had set before her. She was alone, locked out, stripped of control. And yet, she didn't understand fully. There was more I knew, a truth she had buried, one that would make this night unforgettable. Hours passed. I watched from the window, seeing her circle the front porch, muttering, phone in hand, trying every angle, every plea, every manipulation she had perfected over the years. But none of it worked. The silence on my side was suffocating. The morning sun rose, indifferent, casting a harsh light on her panic. She realized she couldn't charm her way in, couldn't laugh her way through. For the first time, she was vulnerable, powerless, and I could see it in her eyes. Then the call came. My phone rang sharply, startling in the quiet morning. It was her. Hesitant, shaking, almost whispering, but the words she spoke broke me in a way nothing else could. I need to tell you something, she said, voice cracking. I braced for excuses, lies, perhaps the same rehearsed stories she had told countless times before. But the confession she offered was something far darker, far more unexpected than mere infidelity. Her voice trembled as she revealed that the man she had spent the night with wasn't just a fling. He was someone she had been entangled with emotionally, financially, secretly for months, manipulating our lives behind the scenes. She had hidden gifts, messages, even shared financial accounts, all designed to bind me unknowingly into a web she thought would protect her secret. I listened, stunned, realizing that her betrayal had roots far deeper and more intricate than I could have imagined. As the details unfolded, a sickening realization hit me. The night she spent laughing with another man wasn't random. It was orchestrated to provoke me, to test me, to assert dominance in a way that I had failed to anticipate. She had played with my emotions, with my trust, and with a life we had built, and now, stripped of any pretense, she was confessing the scale of her deception. My calm from earlier was replaced with a sharp, burning awareness of the calculated damage she had inflicted. She begged, pleaded, tried to justify, tried to charm me over the phone, but I could hear the desperation that underscored every word. This wasn't a simple affair anymore. It was a revelation of a second life, meticulously constructed, intended to shield her from accountability while enjoying the thrill of secrecy. Her voice, breaking now with genuine fear, carried the weight of someone realizing they had misjudged the consequences, that the person they had manipulated was finally awake to the truth. I stayed silent. Silence was my most potent weapon, letting her words hang in the air, letting her confront the enormity of what she had done without interruption. Her gasps, stammers, and desperate attempts at persuasion were futile. The control she had taken for granted in her deception had evaporated. The realization that I had seen it all, planned for it all, and now held the power to decide the next move left her teetering on the edge of panic. Finally I spoke, voice low, deliberate, and weighted with authority. You've shown me everything. Now you live with it. No excuses. No charm. No escape. The words hit her like a hammer. She went silent for a long moment, processing that the man she had manipulated, toyed with, and humiliated over the past months had remained in control the entire time. And then, sobbing quietly, she realized the truth. Her web of lies had not protected her, had not shielded her, and had left her completely exposed to the consequences she had never imagined. I ended the call, leaving her on the other end, trembling, broken, and utterly powerless. The house remained locked, the keys still gone, and she had nowhere to hide from the reality she had created. The shocking truth she had revealed wasn't just about infidelity. It was about manipulation, deception, and the audacity to think she could control the narrative. And in that silence, I felt a chilling satisfaction, knowing that she would never test my patience or my trust again, because the night of laughter had ended in isolation, exposure, and irrevocable regret.